If you are looking for a quicker, reliable and an easier PR program in Canada, you should watch this video till the end. Especially for applicants who are looking for permanent residence programs in Canada and have a year or less left for their work permit, this video is going to help you a lot. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about one of the best PR programs in Canada at the moment, and that is Atlantic Immigration Program. The Atlantic Immigration Program at the moment is by far the best program existing in Canada for permanent residents, given the fact that there is a shortage of workers in Atlantic Canada, and given the fact that this program has the most relaxed requirement out of all the PR programs in Canada. Let's first talk about the Atlantic Immigration Program in brief quickly, and then we would talk about all the potential advantages that this program offers amongst the other programs that exist. First, we will briefly talk about the Atlantic Immigration Program, the eligibility requirements, the process, and how you can apply for this. And then we would talk about what are the potential benefits of this particular program as compared to all the other PR programs. First of all, guys, in case you are one of those applicants who have less than a year or a year left for your postgraduate work permit to expire, please don't waste your time on anticipations for express entry draws to come down, on the anticipation that you might make a provincial nominee program draw, unless you are very close to the cutoffs. This is the time where you should be making decisive decisions. You should be making decisions that will help you for sure to get your permanent residence. Don't leave it to anticipations. Don't leave it to IRCC. Don't leave it to future draws to determine your fate in terms of PR. Now, what is Atlantic Immigration Program? Atlantic Immigration Program applies to Atlantic provinces. These are the eastern provinces in Canada, and these include Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. The idea behind this program is basically to address the labor shortages and encourage immigration to this part of Canada. What are the eligibility requirements to become eligible for Atlantic Immigration Program? Let's talk about that. This video is primarily geared towards people who are currently inside Canada on a postgraduate work permit and looking for PR options through Atlantic Immigration Pathway. So the eligibility requirements and what you need to do, I'm going to discuss, is going to be based on those candidates who are inside Canada. All of this might not apply to folks who are outside Canada. However, some of the things might overlap. In terms of AIP, the eligibility requirements are most basic. You need 1 year of work experience in a tier 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4 job. This 1 year work experience requirement can be waived if you studied in a post-secondary institution in Atlantic Canada, in 4 provinces that exist in Atlantic Canada. For most of you who are outside of Atlantic Canada at the moment, most of you have acquired the 1 year experience in tier 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4. Please keep in mind that tier 4 basically is not skilled jobs. So even if you're doing unskilled jobs that fall under tier 4, which do not qualify for you for express entry, you can still apply under this program. On top of that, even the student work experience counts for this program. So any work you did as a student, any part-time work you did, any work during your summer breaks that you did, you can count it towards this 1 year experience requirement. In terms of education requirements, you just need a high school diploma or equivalent. So if you are in Canada on a postgraduate work permit, you don't need to worry about this requirement. You all meet this requirement. Language requirements for this stream are also very basic. If your job offer is tier 0, 1, 2 or 3, then your language scores must meet CLB 5, and if your job offer is tier 4, then the language CLB should be tier 4. CLB 5 or CLB 4 is really basic. You can see the chart on the screen. This is all you need to obtain in IELTS to obtain CLB 5 or CLB 4. Now, having met the work experience requirement, the language requirement and the education requirements, all you need is a job offer. A job offer under this stream needs to be issued by a designated employer. So any employer in Atlantic Canada can get designated. There's a list of employers who are already designated under this program, and even the new employers can get designated. And the process for designation is very simple. The Atlantic Immigration Program Office in that particular province basically approves the designation for different employers, and once that employer is designated, they can issue a job offer that can be used to apply under the Atlantic Immigration Program. Now, this is the technical part about the job offer that you need to understand when making a decision what job to get. The very simple way to explain this is that your job offer needs to be either the same skill level or any skill level higher than the skill level in which you obtained your experience. As an example, if your work experience was tier 3, then your job offer either should be in tier 3 and could be any NOC code within tier 3 or tier 0, 1 or 2. So you just need a job offer, could be any job, could be any NOC code, but it just needs to be the same tier level or higher than your work experience. Once you have such a job offer, right away you can apply for AIP. Atlantic Immigration Program Office will provide you endorsement. Following that endorsement, you are just going to apply to the federal government for PR, and you will become a permanent resident of Canada therefore. Now, to summarize, if you are inside Canada in some other province outside of Atlantic and you are wondering how to obtain permanent residence, if you have work experience in tier 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, and you have completed 1 year of work experience or about to complete 1 year of work experience, you can basically look for a job in Atlantic Canada. If that job is issued by a designated employer, you take that job offer, you can apply for endorsement, and if you receive the endorsement from Atlantic Immigration Program Office in that province, you can apply for permanent residence to IRCC. So all of those folks who are eyeing the PNP programs in British Columbia, Ontario, even Manitoba, and you are just frustrated because you cannot meet the high cutoff requirements in those provincial programs, and your work permit is coming to an end or you have only 1 year or less left, this is the best program that you can do. All you need to do is find any job that is either in the same tier level or higher than your current work experience. Get that job, get the endorsement, and get your permanent residence through AIP. Applying under AIP or targeting AIP also opens doors to the PNP programs in those specific provinces wherever you wish to go. And Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island have better PNP programs at the moment than rest of the country because there is more demand for immigrants in that area. So not only you have Atlantic Immigration Program at your disposal, you also have a backup PNP program. So in this way you are safe, you are in a relatively safer position as compared to other provinces, and hence you can apply for PR through multiple pathways. So again, if you are in a situation where your work permit is coming to an end, you don't know what to do, please go research about Atlantic Immigration Program. By far, this is gonna be the best. There's multiple calls that we get every day about what to do, what PR programs to explore, and most of the folks don't know the details about the Atlantic Immigration Program. And this is our first pick when we tell them about what they can do. A lot of you, almost everyone who calls us, almost qualifies for this program. The only missing link is a job offer. You just need to find a job in Atlantic Canada and you're good to go and apply. So that's it, guys. I hope this gave you some idea about Atlantic Immigration Program. It is a very good program, worth exploring. Please do your research. In case you have any questions, you can always contact us. Links are in the description below. And good luck and have a great, wonderful day.